I'm Karen Thacker, and this is the Relationships 101 series. If you've been following along in my series, at this point, you're noticing that every tip is about you. And that's for a reason. Because the only way we can truly bring about change in a relationship is if we work on ourselves. Often we approach relationship issues with the belief that if the other person would change, then things would get better. If she would just only do this, if he would stop doing that, then we would have a healthy relationship. The reality is, you're the one who's got to change. Sure, it would be helpful if the other person changes too, but we have to let go of the expectation that that is going to happen. Our job is to work on ourselves. Our job is to be as healthy as we possibly can in our relationships. Now, there's a caveat here. I am not talking about abusive relationships. These relationships that we can bring about change are really just basic relationships with your basic dysfunction. If you're in an abusive relationship, my recommendation to you is get out and seek help for that. As far as this series is concerned, this is about everyday relationships. Okay, so we're on to tip number 4, and guess what? Who might this one be about? You! Surprise, surprise, right? Okay, tip 4 is about speaking authentically. This means you say what you are feeling and what you are thinking, not giving some like hidden secret code so that the other person has to figure out what you're thinking and feeling. This is what it might look like. Okay, let's say you have a friendship with someone. And by the way, these relationships can be friendships, they can be intimate partners, it can be siblings, parents, coworkers. So really, I want this series to apply to just about any relationship. Okay, so let's say you've got a friend and she has been really, really busy and you've not been able to spend time together and you're missing her and you really would like to hang out. So you have an exchange one day, you talk, and you tell her, hey, Cindy, I just really think that you're too busy. And I think you need to drop things. You need to lighten your load. You just got too much going on. Okay, what is that person really saying? If that's you, are you really saying that Cindy needs to change her life so that you'll feel better? Well, first of all, you didn't even say a feeling in there. You just told her what to do. You told her what a judgment about her. Speak authentically from what you're feeling, an emotion that falls in the category usually of sad, angry, joyful, or fearful. Speak an emotion and then a thought, perhaps. So here's what it might look like. Wow, Cindy, I'm feeling really sad. I miss you, and I really wish that we could spend some time together. That sounds a lot different, doesn't it? And that is going to be a lot more productive in a relationship. The other way, where we tell somebody what they need to do, we're throwing a solution or a fix or a judgment or all of the above at them, that's going to put a person on the defensive. That's not going to create connection or even a desire for connection. So practice speaking authentically what you're feeling, make sure it's an emotion, and your thoughts. I want you to notice something about these tips that I'm giving you. They build on each other. I've mentioned that in previous videos. They build on each other. Nobody who wanted to lose 100 pounds lost it overnight, right? I mean, really, we don't change quickly. It takes time. And so keep that concept in your thinking. You're not going to have great relationships today. You're not going to have great relationships tomorrow or next week or in a month. It's going to take a while because you've got to create change within yourself. So make sure you start with tip 1. Awareness is so important. You've got to be able to notice what you're thinking and what you're feeling in any given moment if you want to create change. So take some time to ponder and implement tip 1. Then add tip 2, tip 3, and then you get to tip 4. So just know that these all build on each other. I don't expect you to change overnight. I wouldn't encourage you to expect that. I encourage you to really let this be a process, to be very gentle and very patient with yourself, and also to stick with it. So hang in there, keep working on this, and tip 5 will be coming. So you got to work on 1, 2, 3, and 4.